Hello and welcome back to another session of Marvel Mondays. Today we are talking about Secret Invasion. And in my general opinion, this was not a good one. This just really, this just made Nick Fury feel like he was nothing but a joke to me. A lot of this stuff, it just feels like they're saying he would have been nothing if it wasn't for the Skrulls. He would not have become the big super spy that he is without them. And the whole thing with the Skrulls, I get they want a new homeworld and all that. I think it's just ridiculous to have. I think we should have had some more people outside Nick Fury. I don't know who they would have gotten. I thought it was an interesting one of the big problems, and yet it's an interesting factoid to me. At the end, it seemed one of the people who were taken by the Skrulls and were being impersonated was Rhodey. And when we see the real Rhodey, it's a really interesting thing. It seems like the way how he wasn't able to walk and whatnot, it seems like this Rhodey has been taken by the Skrulls for years, because I'm pretty sure they took him when he was in the hospital after the events of the fight in Civil War at the airport. And it's an interesting thing to think about, of how he will be thinking of things, of how crazy life has been since he's been out cold. But I feel like they're never going to even acknowledge that anymore. So it's an irritating thing to me. One big problem I have, they have this thing called the Harvester, or a harvest. Apparently they harvest a lot of the blood and DNA of everyone who fought in the battle of Earth at the Endgame battle, final battle. They had like a frost giant, Abomination, and Ghost. Last I checked, they weren't anywhere. They had nothing to do involved with that. And I just feel like none of the situations of this are even going to even be continued or talked about, mentioned again. This just feels like one of those things where just like it's mentioned, but it's just going to be completely forgotten even in this universe. And that is it for today. See you next time.